Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the Bestiary Flashback League as a solo self-found hardcore summoner of all the things and phantasms. We find ourselves in the torched courts on the way back from dealing with innocence. Next up on our hit list, the big bad himself, Kitava. X5 Kitava, so he's not going to be as punishing as Act 10 Kitava, which is good. I mean, I'd be rather nervous about Act 10 Kitava, especially since no gear we have is still not anything special. It's okay. We have max resists. We have some armor, 1200 points of armor. It's pretty decent for this stage in the game. Well, actually 1200 points with the molten shell up. That's lovely. Without it, it's only 1000. But no, it's all right. I'm not overly nervous. Of course, but it's a boss fight. I'm a little bit nervous, but that's good nervous. No, nervous that keeps you sharp. I hope. Okay, Kato's Color of Light, Kato, Mister of Darkness, Ona, Harbies, yes, oh yeah, Flashback League, wait, we have Flashback mods. So we got some Rogue Exiles, we got Harbies, and we get Invasion bosses in this area. I should have checked for that. So hope you can excuse the fuzzy-mindedness there for a little bit. I've been recording quite some Grim Dawn before this, so just gotta switch games again. And one of the downsides, of course, of playing on hardcore is that you can't really do too much warm-up, because, it's hardcore, so you just gotta go play it to the most, because every thing you do could be the last. Most of the time, no, the build is powerful enough. It's not like I need all kinds of really fancy maneuvering and dodging with this build. I mean, it's definitely built to be more like my playing style, as in relatively sturdy, and lots of minions is just a bonus. So Vegan, hey, that's one of the first times I think I've seen Vegan here. If not the first. So let's pay attention. Or a little visit to the mister. And hello there, Dina Loreni. There's Harbies behind the door. I'm just gonna completely ignore them. And instead take out a Vegan. Or rather, let my minions take a Vegan out, because technically I'm not doing too much. And he is level 2. And then, hello Harbies. So far so good, gained a level, which is helpful. It helps me unlock mind and soul, body and soul, the life and mana node on the skill tree. So let's see, 1538 and 186, 1600 life and 200 mana available. Now those are nice numbers. Also leveling up all the skills. Yeah, good. Yeah, just keep heading this way, then we head this way, and then look at that, there is an exit. So, next up on the hit list, a waypoint. After that, Utula. Can I just remark just how loud Utula can shout? I mean, I can hear him all the way over here, and he's on the other side of town. And there's all kinds of looting and destroying and lots of sound going on. So him just rising over that din, that's quite an impressive feat. I mean, you can clearly see why they made him leader, right? I mean, with a powerful voice like that. This thing can command. All silliness aside, he's gonna go down pretty fast. He's never really been much of a boss. Or much of a challenge. So, ossuary for the sign of purity, but it's next to the waypoint, so that is... Actually, maybe I should do it, then I can just continue my merry way. Okay, let's not get close to the large ones. Let's have a look. Invasion bosses, Nemesis and Perandus. No demons yet. Looking for signs of purity. Oh yeah, this had the trap-like layout in the center, so all we gotta do is just walk around it and approach it from the back. Let's not get murderized by the Perandus gang. Still got all of our minions. And there is a Perandus chest. Only a couple coins, but... well, a couple, 14. We've definitely had ones that had less coins. Oh, someone mentioned some of the bone-related minions could be interesting to have a look at. Discipline, Enfeeble and Golem goes up. Let's see, what's that? Bone Stalker. Was it hey, Kadibro! Those things. Bone husks. Those were supposedly pretty good pets as well. With the walls and the explosions. So let's raise one of those, and we keep the Stygian as the other. Both go into the pool of minions, so we can just have a look at it. For nearly 600 coins we can buy ourselves a Maligaro's Virtuosity. Dex, attack speed, crit chance, crit mult and evasion. So no thank you. That is not an offer I would care about. Not my kind of builds. So a little bit of faster moving, very helpful here. I'm just getting to the destination a little faster. Meep meep, meow. And of course, the moment I get hits, all my minions teleport in. And we can have a grand old party. And there we are. Sign of purity. Oh. You again. Hello.
An empire is not.
Okay. There you go with your fortune cookie saying. And then we are done here. I mean, pep talk. Hey, Act 10. This is connected and we go down there and this one is broken. It's kind of nice that they will switch around, but the path is already there. Just can't use it yet. So what was this one again? Spirits, strongboxes and bloodlines. Okay. So next up, Utula. Freezes me when activated. I luckily have freeze removal on my flask, so I can just drink that beforehand and it does nothing. Okay, it's kind of cool. Okay, I'll see if we can get another of those bone husks. They're kind of cool. We need Stygian Revenants. No, we've been using them for a while. They were fun. But now it's time to put something else in the spotlight. Come on. How difficult could it be to roll? Oh wait, this is a reactivation of an old area, so of course it's not part of the Spectre, or rather the Desecrate monster loot table. Is that the correct word? The monster loot table? It is now. The monsters that could drop from a Desecrate. Or they're just incredibly rare, that's also possible. Oh no, see, bone husk, it's there. I was just very unlucky. So, double bone husks. Lots of bone spikes are gonna be there and then they'll explode, dealing a boatload of damage. It's a tip from one of the viewers who pointed it out that they could potentially be very, very nice pets. And now finally I'm in the area where they are. So we can have a look and, well, now my requirement for specters have to be artillery. It looks like it's being met. Ooh, ghosty. Judas Orb, more important than Ghost. Okay, let's do some fighting here. You can't walk through these. So I wonder if they will catch enemy fire. Could potentially be helpful as just a way to shield yourself and or my minions. Alternatively, it could also be something that will end up blocking you and potentially hurting you. So there the Flame Dash is going to be extra helpful. Okay, someone is throwing out some large projectiles. Tutor's there, as long as we don't get close, he's not going to trigger. So we can deal with the add-ons. Like that. Okay. Ooh,
Did you think
Tula.
our vengeance was done, Savior?
Yeah.
Oh no, it has only begun.
Only begun. Well, you have ended. Your end has begun. Okay, so Bannon is going to be happy about that, which is going to be good. What's in the box? Ignite me. That's a downside, and 6 additional items is a decent upside. Yeah, sure, you can put me on fire. That's okay. So it's going to last for a couple seconds. And I'll get a lot of scraps out of it. And one more. Yeah, let's continue along this road. It's decent pack sizes here. Still with all these walls, I don't think it's going to be difficult to get enough monsters together if we were to have beyond here. I don't think you could summon demons here. But still, pack sizes are decent. Next up, Reliquary. It has a waypoint. So we can use the waypoint to get back to town. And then, actually, you can just sell all the things. Can't sell that one. Anything good on here? Nope, not really.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
We do this for freedom. Hey, an orb of binding. Now those are nice. Oh, and crumbs. Bannon. Do we get a jewel? Mana regen, movement speed, cast speed. Not a bad combo. Attack damage, nope. Projectile pierce, nope. This is the least bad.
Innocence forgives you.
Yeah, sure. Innocence forgives me. I forgive you. For what? I have no idea. But he's forgiven. Let's see, level 44 area, I'm 49, so still doing pretty well with that regard. Got some gleaming saints in here. And some vengeful souls. Well, why are they vengeful and angry towards me? I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I'm not a tomb robber. Not really. Breaches, Nemesis, and Perendus. So, potential interesting combination. The Nemesis, the rares that come out of the breaches will have Nemesis on them. And look at that, Perendus. With a boss or a unique blood-ready hired assassin. And you take out the unique, then you take out the rest. That's how it works here. And jewelry box, aha. Some coins. Okay. And then let's wait for the minions. Put some corpses down. Oh yeah, you weren't invited. There you go. Let's do some murderizing. Okay, looks like the party is over there and then also over there. Party everywhere. Let's just make sure I'm not gonna be the heart of the party. Shroud walkers, lovely, they teleport. Lots of splinters, I do approve that. Bridges, let's hide items. Enemies, need more enemies. And there we are, the end of it. I think that was decent. Got 4 whole splinters. That's more than I have gotten in the last couple of bridges. It mostly was due to just poor locations for those bridges. I mean, narrow corridors and dead ends and stuff, they're not all that great. This one at least had decent space to just travel around and have the monsters spawn. No walls for them to spawn behind. And another Kadibro. What's up with that?
Some cumbersome coinage.
Drillneck for nearly 900
Long may we
points.
prosper from this relationship.
Useful if you're playing a build that would benefit from it, but I'm not an archer. Ow. Hey, hurt with those lightning bolts. Yeah, exactly. There's a boss in the back, or a unique in the back. And that solves a lot of problems when you take that one out. The SRS that you see popping up all the time is simply a the SRS that dropped like 1 or 2 episodes ago with the 6% quality on it. So I'm just leveling that one on weapon switch. So we got Tukahama's tooth. Then it was Hinakora's hair and Valako's jaw? I think so. And together those 3 things will remind Tukahama of the different ways in which he tried to outsmart the other gods and failed. So he'll just get more angry about it and want to devour the world even more. Because it's not really helpful for doing anything else, really. Okay, let's see if we can have a little bit of a fight here. Get the minions in. Right, they're just not capable of... I was gonna say, they're not capable of dealing enough damage to me, but... Did manage to trigger teleport. And there we are. Vala goes a jaw. And then Hinekora's hair is last. Come on, trigger the teleport. Nope, they're just not doing enough damage. It did gain another level though. It's gone pretty well. Let's see, desecrate, minion damage, spell total, minion damage. I like minion damage. So we got heart and soul. Might as well increase the other one as well. That pushes us to nearly 1700. Got even more mana here. And of course as a side effect you get more regen of that mana. Fractured, one of my favorite Nemesis mods. Because you get more monsters to kill afterwards. Which is good. And look at that. The last of the 3 things we were looking for. And a nice little orb of transmutation seals the deal. So then Lani, there you go. And I get a book of skill. I like books of skill. I don't know, I think this one was not part of the build, slightly less efficient than that one, and at some point you do have enough mana. I think my next goal was to get back to the socket here. Now that we have a little bit more life and energy shield and mana and all the good stuff of life. Get to the jewel socket and then probably end up using a resistance jewel here to account for my reduced resistances after the whole Kitava incident.
Yes.
Yeah. Have a look. Sell all the things. And then we push forward. A gem with quality. Looks like soon I might have enough quality to actually sell them and get myself a gem cutter's prism. For now though, that's not going to be in the cards. Yeah, reliquary is closest to the temple or the rooftops where we need to be. Because it is near the bottom of the square. So, spirits, strongboxes, bloodlines. Okay, we can work with that. Yeah, nothing really exciting here. But just as good now, we're only on the trip through the area, not really intending to do a full clear. So if Beyond spawned on here, I would be a little bit sad. Hello, Ghosty. Haven't been able to find a immortal call yet. That's a little unfortunate. Or not find it and replace that with, I haven't been able to obtain one from one of the master dailies. So I fear shopping in Act 6 is gonna be the thing for me. Ooh, look at that, minimap left side, there is a red beastie. Also, what is the thing here? Tormentor spirits, strongboxes and bloodlines. That sounds a lot like outside, really. Also, why are frogs throwing themselves at me rather mercilessly? It's a ghost-possessed frog. Okay, that's potentially dangerous. That's potentially dangerous. Take out all the other frogs. Deep Ones, Winter's Bloom, Blessing of Elements, Warlord's Grip. Everything is crazy and fast and scary. Yeah, come on. Not gonna die to some silly frog here today. That's not my intention. No, not my intention at all. But again, do you ever really intend to die? Well, questions of life, I'm sure. Okay, yo, let's throw the net. There we go.
Upon this capture with pride, Exile.
Unique shields. And that is a brisk wrap. Increase mana from flasks, which could potentially end up boosting Xerfes. Completely wrong base, of course. Bit of movement speed, a bit of cold rest, a bit of evasion, attack speed, dex. Helpful things. But that was a decent test of endurance. So I did end up having to resummon my zombies part way through, at least part of the zombies. And of course in these fights there is always the trade-off between doing damage and throwing that net. But I'm very happy that I managed to capture this red beastie without enraging it. Okay, minions, please. Haha, got you. Don't think we're gonna get another level out of this. 45 area, I'm 50. So, relatively well prepared. But, oh, we'll see. Once I do face down Kitava. Whether our preparations were enough. Though, thinking back to the character I did before this, that was less well geared. I think I managed to do the Act 5 Kitava without dying, even on that one. It's the Act 10 Kitava that was problematic. That's mostly because I just didn't have the health or armor or any kind of staying power to really tough it out. So I needed to rely much more on my flasks rather than on a health pool. And as a result, I just ran dry. And there the problem was that my minions kept killing the Kitava hard faster than they were killing the add-ons. So that kind of went wrong because I couldn't recharge my flasks in time. But it's the Act 5 Kitava is not that bad. I mean, he doesn't really do his really nasty attacks until he's under like 20% of his health. That's why you gotta be careful. Until then, he's manageable. Most of the AoE attacks you can just step out of the way of. Whereas the very last ones, if you miss it, then you could end up on the wrong side. One downside of this build, of course, there's a lot of minions running around, and as a result, I might up not seeing the markers on the floor. That's the only downside here. But now, the moment of truth. Let's see how we deal with Act 5 Kitava. So, totem, corpses, hide, loot. It actually doesn't matter here. Okay, so about 900 points of damage for an arm slash. Okay, let's get some ravens in the air. Gee, that's... Okay, so that thing about not being overly worried about this fight, please ignore it. Because I took a lot more damage there than I would have wanted to. Just gonna try and target the regular mobs here. Let's see, was one of my flasks insta-healing? No, there wasn't. That was one of the problems. Okay, there we go. Just trying to kill most of the weak add-ons. Got some charges here. Okay. You say nom nom and then you are nearly gone. Let's get out of there. Just gotta be careful not to get hit by the add-ons and all the attacks. And I think this is it. Next up, Kamehameha attack. Yep, he's all red and angry. Okay, come at me, bro. There we go.
The flame of hope may flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
50% increased soul cost for Vaal skills is gonna disappear in 3.3, which is nice. But we did lose a boatload of resists, especially fire, which is not a good thing to be in, because Act 6 is all about fire. All about them fires. But we can take a ship back to Rayclast and enter Act 6. Then you, after clearing out the Twilight Strand, will be the one providing me with an Immortal Call, which is gonna vastly increase my tankiness for repeat hits. That's gonna have to wait a little bit, so I have to file this one away. Unique items. Got some currencies. And there's that. Might have missed some item drops, but we'll see about that. For now though, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching and hope to see you again next episode. Bye bye.